2018 alone, there were 48,344 deaths by suicide, according to American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and 1.4 million attempts. Let that sink in for just one moment. 1.4 million people felt so far below rock bottom that they tried to take their own life. Finding my identity, my aunt relapsing, and going to the hospital has all shaped my mental health and my identity in many different ways. With finding my identity, I felt like when I first started like a girl, I felt like a freak. I was raised in a very Christian household, going to a Christian school, and I was raised that girls like guys and guys like girls. That's it. And I couldn't look at myself in the mirror anymore, because I thought to myself, why do you have to be the freak of the friend group? Why can't you be normal and get like guys like all your other friends? And the longer I was in the closet, the more anxious I got that someone was gonna find out and tell everyone, and everyone was gonna hate me, and my parents were gonna kick me out. But then I got uncomfortable with my own body too. I wanted to rip off my skin, like a Christmas present, hoping that the true me was somewhere there inside. I thought if I could just rip off enough skin, the true me would come inside. I felt like an actor on top of a play, just pretending to be someone who I truly wasn't, just trying to please everyone else around me. But little did I know, while I was trying to pretend to be on that play, I was digging my own grave. Well, one day I had enough of that, so I came out to non-binary as my parents. When I came out, my sisters already knew, and my parents didn't. My mom just asked me questions, and my dad didn't look at me. 2 weeks later, my dad told me that I was making this up, and I should just shut up and go back to being a girl. I almost wanted to take my own life after that, and according to Human Rights Campaign, half the trans men, 30% trans women, 42% non-binary people who took that survey attempted to take their own life at one point. While I was trying to figure out my identity, my aunt kept relapsing. My aunt was like my second mom to me. She was the adult that I could go to and trust for anything. When I didn't want to live in my house anymore, I wanted to live with my aunt. But she was in and out of jail for my entire childhood. And every time she got out of jail, she would tell me that this was the last time. And according to behavioral health, children with addicts for parents are more likely to have low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. But the summer before my 6th grade, my cousin's dad decided that he had enough and cut us out of their lives completely. My cousins were my best friends. I grew up with them. There wasn't a day that I didn't have my cousins by my side. But then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I couldn't see them anymore for something I had no control over. And if we even tried to go to his house, he would threaten to have us arrested. And he was a cop, so that could have happened. Just this summer, my 18-year-old sister tried to go pick up my 18-year-old cousin, and he threatened to get a restraining order on her. My identity, my aunt relapsing, are some of the reasons I got sent to the hospital. In the hospital, I realized I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only person going through this fight I was going through, and I wasn't crazy for having these thoughts going through my own head. I found reasons to stay alive. I wanted to stay alive for the person I was going to become in 5 to 10 years from now. And it was probably the best thing that could have happened to my mental health, because it was the first time I asked for help that I didn't get shut down, or I didn't shut down. And in the hospital, every morning, we had to create positive affirmations, which is I am statements about yourself. And in the hospital, I would just make something up that I didn't actually believe. And one of the staff members suggested to write them at night so we could think better. So I was writing my positive affirmations at night, and I was done with my goals and everything else, but I had my positive affirmation, so left to go. But I couldn't think of anything else. I couldn't think of anything. I had the typical, I'm strong, I am beautiful, and I'm unique. But I wasn't beautiful, and I'm not strong, and I'm not unique. I'm sure as heck not strong, so if I'm strong, I wouldn't be here. But then I thought of something. I thought of myself crying the night in my bedroom, the night before I came to the hospital. I thought of me crying in there, writing my notes. One half of my brain was saying, get up and go get some help. And the other part of my brain was saying, no, you're fine, you're okay, you're just being dramatic. But then I thought of that more. I am okay. I used that statement a lot to undermine what I was going through, to not ask for help. I wanted to turn that statement around, to use it to fight for another day, and to say that I am okay to ask for help. I am okay because I got out of bed this morning. So I'm using it to turn around, to fight, to stay alive, to choose to fight one more day. So finding my identity, my relapsing, going to the hospital has all shaped my mental health in different ways. And there are days where I don't want to fight one more day, but I tell myself that I am okay. Thank you very much.